Hello, Seka. I miss Russian Seka. I know you do. He's busy hanging out with Normie Seka in the living room. I know, man. I gotta deal with your ass, man. Normie Seka went on this absolutely mad lad after the 2.0 live stream. Yes, he's having quite a splendid time.
Did you see the new leaks about the new characters?
Normie Seka, it's not a leak. It was actually a live stream. I don't think he knows the difference anymore. Oh no, I agreed with you. All right, so we got these two new artifact sets, and the two new artifact sets that are coming out look like they have amazing 2-pass, C-pass set bonuses as well as 4 set bonuses. The new Emblem of Severed Fate is going to increase energy recharge by 20% on the 2-set bonus, and the 4-set piece bonus is going to increase elemental burst damage by 25% of energy recharge. Maximum of 75% damage can be obtained this way. So my thought process on this is if you have 100% energy recharge, this gives you a 20% elemental damage bonus, which means if you have 0% extra energy recharge, it's a 25% bonus. However, if it's based on the additional amount of energy recharge, this is worded very poorly and it's going to be very weird. Also, if there's any kind of factors that's going to be in the domain that's going to lower your energy recharge below a certain threshold, you're going to be really stuck, right? The maximum amount of energy recharge that you're going to need for this set is going to be a 300% energy recharge. If it only takes into consideration your normal base amount of energy recharge, and if it doesn't take into your base 100% energy recharge, it's gonna be 400%. Most likely it's the 300% because 400% energy recharge would be ridiculous, and if it wasn't including the base amount of your 100% energy recharge, this set would be worthless in general and not even a good 4 set. In general, it would be a horrible artifact that come out, which I highly doubt, so it's probably gonna be 300. The next set bonus is gonna be Shimawa's Reminiscence. This set is gonna be an 18% attack 2-set bonus, which is very good, and the 4-set piece bonus is going to be when casting an elemental skill, if the character has 15 or more energy, they're going to lose 15 energy immediately, and then your normal charge and plunge attack damage is going to be increased by 50% for 10 seconds. So this seems like both sets seem really good. The 2-set piece bonus is going to be good regardless on whatever characters you need the stats on. So just know that if you're going to be going just for the 2-set piece bonus, if you need those stats for those characters, it's a good set bonus. Don't worry about that. But what we're going to do in this video is we're going to go over the 4-set piece bonuses for each characters and talk about if the 4-set piece bonus is going on specific characters or not. So the first character we're going to go over is Amber. Amber is actually going to be really bad with the 1st set piece bonus, but on the 2nd set piece for the Shimawara's Reminiscence, it's actually going to be a very good set for her and actually looks really tailored to bow users specifically for using anytime with normal and charge attack. If you think about how Amber and both Ganyu work, you drop an elemental skill first and then you can do your charge attack immediately following that. If you use an elemental skill, it's just on cast, then you get 50% charge attack damage, which means this set is already going to be better than Wanderer set as far as the charge attack damage value bonus gain. Is it going to be better overall than Wanderer set? No, but it's probably going to be a lot easier for you to get a good set on. So Wanderer set right now is kind of a pain, and this set, since it has attack percentage on it, it's going to have stats that are going to be good for you no matter what, and good when you don't even react. Then we got over to Diluc. I'm going to say, since you cast Diluc elemental skill 3 separate times, this makes it so you don't get your ultimate up, and you can't keep your ultimate up, so it's probably not going to be good for the Elemental Burst set or the Elemental or the Shimano's Resonance set. Neither one seems very good for him. But for Bennett, the Emblem of the Severed Fate, because it's going to increase your energy recharge by 20%, seems like a really good set for Bennett. And the reason I think it's going to be really good for Bennett specifically is if you go into the constellations for Bennett, Bennett has Constellation 2. And on his Constellation 2, he's going to boost his own energy recharge by 30% when he's below the 70% threshold. And as you know, you can't get a heal on Bennett unless you're above the 70% threshold. So usually on Bennett, you're going to be a little bit below that 70% at times because like when you leave the field, usually you take a hit or something like that, or you'll take some like side damage or whatever. And this will proc a significant amount of time on that. Plus, it makes it so your burst will come up more often and you don't need energy recharge sands. It seems like the best overall set for Bennett for DPS besides the Crimson Witch set. And the other way you can build him, of course, is 4-piece Noblesse. And I think this is going to be a very good set overall for Bennett. As far as the normal attack set, though, I think this set's not going to be very good for him, even if he goes for C6. For Zhangling, this set looks exceptional. It looks like a really top tier set for Zhangling. Probably her best set overall. I don't know that for certain because I don't know if the Crimson Witch set's going to be better for her because of how the energy recharge gains work. But usually for Zhangling, I want about 200% energy recharge anyways. And I usually run like Skyward Spine with an energy recharge stance. So I've had about 200% energy recharge on her. And if I get maximized crit chance and crit damage with the set, this seems like a really good way to go, especially since if you're getting an extra 50% elemental burst damage versus getting the pyro damage increase, that seems like the best possible value for your Zhangling. I don't know if that's for certain, but I would think that would be a very, very good option. And if you're gonna be farming this domain anyways, I mean, it seems like a good character for this. Next up, we got Klee. Klee is going to be very bad with the original set for Emblem Set of Fate, but for Shimawana's Resonance, I'm going to say this is a very big maybe option. The reason being is because Klee's ultimate is also a very strong ultimate in general, and I feel like that if you're going to be losing out on the ultimate damage, you might not be able to use it properly. But the thing with Klee is she has a really high amount of energy gain, so you could get the ultimate up potentially a little bit faster, but again, I'm really hesitant to say this is good for Klee. I really on the fence because Pyro said it's really good already, so I don't know. Next we got Jin Yang, really good with ER set. There's no question there. Having a high ER plus on C2 above Jin Yang is be good. The Fizz set, unclear if it's gonna be good for the auto build, but the Fizz set already exists, so I don't know if it's gonna be good. Next up we got Hu Tao, bad for the ER set, really good for the Charger set. Kind of obvious. You pop an elemental skill, then do your damage. If you lose the 15 energy on Hu Tao, it's okay because typically at the end of your rotation, that's when you pop your ultimate, so it's no big deal. Yanfei, people are gonna ask me about this most likely. Why this is gonna be bad for Yanfei? Main reason is Yanfei is already an energy hoarder. She really needs energy a lot of the time, and if you don't use your elemental burst, you can't like stay out her, kind of like similar to Razor. So because you're not going to use your elemental burst, it's gonna be really bad there. Again, same thing for Yoimiya. Yoimiya is probably gonna be really good with this set because again, it looks exactly like it's made for Yoimiya here, so there's probably no issues with that, and she's probably gonna have a very, very good build with this new artifact set. For the new ER set, I think this is gonna be good for Mona for Hydro characters. If you're really going into Mona, I think that's going to be very, very strong in general. Obviously, the other set is probably not going to be as good, but because the Hydro set 4-piece bonus is already very, very strong there, so you don't need. That's going to be a good set for her. Shinku, this is going to be a great set for him. Insane for energy recharge potential. Help you with like getting rid of your ER sands and getting is using a lot more attack percentage on your build, and this will boost your ultimate in a very, very meaningful way. Plus, the only thing that's going to do is going to nerf your elemental skill damage to a very significant value. So if you did want to keep the 2-set Noblesse and 2-piece Hydro, that's also a valid option. It really just depends on your constellation for Zhangling and Jinku. So this is a yes for him, but at the same time, if you already have a set for him, you don't need to farm this out specifically for him. So maybe a yes asterisk. For Barbara, no. And for the main DPS Barbara, absolutely. It looks mad lad. I mean, if you're doing probably not. It's for the Hydra set's probably better. All right, then we got Child. Both sets for Child look really good. To be honest, the ultimate ability for Child, this one looks really good. The thing is though, the Hydra 4-piece set bonus is also really, really strong. I don't know the math on the difference between normal charge and plunge attack damage for Child for charge attacks here, because I played Child and I like the way the normals roll out for this build, and for the sub DPS for Child, that also seems pretty good too. So it seems like both sets would be good on him, and I'm not quite sure if it's going to be an optimal build for him. But the thing is, when you use Child, right? If you use your elemental burst first on Child, right? You get 20 energy back, which means after you pop your elemental skill, you go down to 5 energy, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, you get a 50% bonus in normal charge attack. So at that point, I'm not quite sure with an 18% and 50% is going to be bigger than the 35% normal attacks, or 30% normal attacks and 15% hydro. That's why I say yes for this set for him, but I mean, it's really going to depend on your ratios at that point and what you really have. I'd say Hydra set's better. So again, this is more of a yes asterisk than a hard yes. So yes asterisk for Hydra characters. In general, the Hydra set that right now is such a strong set, it's hard to say yes overall. For Chungyang for Cryo characters, this seems like a big maybe. I don't know, because Chungyang's a 40 energy cost character. His burst is a big part of the damage, but I think he doesn't really have a good 4-set bonus here already. I run 2 Noblesse on him, or 2 2 Cryo, 2 Gladiator, 2 Wanderer. It doesn't really matter. Any mishmash of those artifact sets would be good. I clearly do not know if this can be better or not on him. His elemental skill already does a lot of damage as well, so kind of removing the elemental skill out of the equation could be an issue, but his energy recharge is already not an issue, so I don't know if this can be a good set for him in general, because you're not going to stack ER on him, so Probably not. Maybe, I don't know. Could work. We'll see. He's definitely not good with the other set though, because his normals suck. For Kaya, yeah, I think Kaya will be good for the new set. The main reason I think Kaya will be good for the new energy recharge set, because Kaya has an energy recharge main stat, which means that he's already going to have a pretty decent bump on his elemental burst here. Now, a 2-piece Cryo, 2-piece Nebulous will be good, but the 4-piece Cryo is also very good. So it really depends on what ratios you have and what weapon you're using. This, I think, would be good for like a Jade Cutter Kaya. So like if you're somebody who's like a whale and you're going for a Jade Cutter, this is more of a yes asterisk, I'd say, and that's a hard yes. So if you have a specific weapon set for him, you have a more than enough crit chance, then probably not going to need it for him. But like the 4-piece Cryo is already extremely strong. So kind of, it's hard to say this is good for any Cryo characters. He's definitely on the normal tech set though. This would be really strong for the normal attack set, I would say. And the reason I think this will be good for the normal attack set is because since he has the ER main set, if you're running him with Chungyang for like a full Cryo build, this could be really, really powerful for him. So that sounds really fun. But the 4-piece Cryo set is obviously a very good set there. So no matter what, it's kind of hard maybes. Chi-Chi's obviously bad with these. Diona is good for the 2-piece, not the 4-piece, obviously. Ganyu, hard yes on the second bonus over here. And then we got Eula. Eula is probably not going to be good with the second set, but the first set, it's kind of a maybe. If you had, say, like 200% energy recharge on Eula, it's a 50% burst damage on that, maybe. And I guess if you have like 40% burst damage, I mean, maybe it's good. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a tough one. Like 50% fizz is pretty hard to walk away from, but you have a lot of fizz on Eula anyway, so maybe not. I don't know. I have to do math. So it's a lot of math on that to say it's good. For Rosaria, both are hard maybes. Like you could make arguments for either way. There is arguments for yes or no, though the Cryo set's really good, or the fizz sets are also very good. It really just depends on rotation. For Ayaka, I really don't know how she's going to flow out as a character. From what we saw from the live stream, she looks really cool, but she has abilities that potentially could increase her normal attacks and charge attacks already in part of her kit. So I don't know if you're building too hard into normal and charge attacks by doing this. So again, I say maybe for this. I do not know for Ayaka. She's not released yet, so this is a really hard thing to say yes or no for either of these sets. They look okay for her, but I don't know what's going to be best in slot. She's more complicated, and I'd rather just wait the 2 weeks and find out when she comes out, when I try out other sets for her and stuff like that. Next, we got Beidou. Hard yes for the energy recharge set for Beidou. This is going to be exceptional for her. You're going to be shooting for 200% energy recharge anyway, so it's going to be a 50% damage bonus for your elemental burst. So fuck yes, it's going to be insane for Beidou. For Keqing, the physical set's going to be good for her, but the other set, both sets are going to be bad for her. It's only going to be good on physical for this. For official, probably not really great with these, and kind of a maybe option for the normal attack set. I really don't find a normal attack physical to be really good, so I'm kind of out on that. Razor, I'm going to be no across the board. Same with Lisa. As for Ningguang, this is a definite no as well, because she relies really heavily on elemental skill, elemental burst, as well as the Jades from Ningguang. I do not think are affected by normal charge or plunge attack, so you don't get extra damage on your Star Jades, so that's probably not going to help you there. Noelle's obviously going to be bad with these sets as well, because you need so much energy recharge on her to make anything good for her. Traveler, I think it might be good with the 2-set bonus though. I mean the Emblem Severed Fate. You might be able to get some good damage on the ultimate here, and ER on Traveler sounds pretty decent, not insane, but he doesn't really have any other good sets either way, so that seems fine. And then Zhongli with the same idea, maybe for this set, like same with the Millet set. Like it really just depends on how much energy recharge you have as Zhongli, and if you want to gain energy recharge in meaningful ways. So that's a hard maybe there. I don't know for sure, but that's kind of an iffy. Next up, for Anemo characters, pretty much every single Anemo character, both of these sets are no, because the various Inventors set is just a strong set in general for what you're going to use it for, and it's going to be better across the board for almost every Anemo character. The only characters that are kind of weird about this are going to be Kazuha for the 2-set bonus, for the 4-set bonus for the Shimonui Revenge, because maybe the plunge attack damage could be higher than using a 2-piece Viridescent and 2-piece Wanderer set, and I don't know that for sure. I got to check into it. I mean, I could see arguments for it. Plus, if you had C6 Kazuha, you have lots of energy gain already, so it would probably not be too big of an issue there. And then as far as for Sayu, I'd say for Sayu, maybe on the first set, not quite sure, because she's more, for what I could tell from when I looked into her, she seemed kind of a healer, so I'm not quite sure about that one. That seems kind of sus either way. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my predictions on what these sets are going to be good on for these characters. We don't know for sure, obviously, because the characters aren't released. The sets aren't released, I mean, or the characters aren't released yet. So let me guys think in the comment section below. My name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you guys did enjoy the video, of course, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day.